We can accelerate our own evolution by the way that we learn to become contributors to community. We can settle for following others and for belief systems, or we can learn to become conscious, co-creative constructors of a more thought-responsive and fulfilling environment. There are choices to be taken. We have the ability to discover the truth for ourselves and contribute to the development of a better world for everyone. We can do better. We can have this great opportunity to create a life of greater fulfillment for ourselves and others, and to obtain the answers for ourselves. And now is the time. We live at the perfect time, the perfect place and age. We live in the perfect time to empower ourselves and others. That is why we are here now. Take advantage of this wonderful opportunity we have and the freedoms we have to break free from all the limiting beliefs and contribute to community for ourselves and our future descendants. We have the courage to say, I am going to find out for myself. I don't need this attachment stuff weighing me down. I don't need all this guilt. I don't need all this fear. I don't need all this conditioning that has held back the entire evolution of humanity for millennia. We are at the perfect time, the perfect place to break free and become intelligent, independent from all of the belief systems that surround us, that have attached to us and are tilting us off an optimally fulfilling life direction, orientation, and approach. Now is the time to begin participating in an updated redesign of society, or whatever method resonates with you that will lead to the mutual fulfillment of global human need. Reject the beliefs. Have our own experiences. Through experiences, we become knowers. We become competent and flow followers. We become capable of remembering that it is through standards, publications, that we communicate in a competent manner. Most people are drawn toward the safe, familiar, the reliable, but it can shackle us to the ordinary, which in the early 21st century means to be shackled to a structure of violence, insufficiency, and disconnection, at least partly. It can shackle us in a way that our souls no longer connect to the source of their fulfillment. Challenge the limitations on human flourishing and transparency. You have pain. What is causing your pain? Your life? Why is your life causing you pain? Because your life is taking place in a socioeconomic culture that doesn't support you. And this culture is a bad fit for your body and your mind, and therefore conditions and self generate suffering. You know, wear the wrong sort of shoe and see how long that works for you before you start experiencing pain, which has happened to me when I've certainly worn that, and sometimes it was year-long pain. The socioeconomic system, this culture, is the wrong fit and the wrong support structure for our bodies and minds, and so it hurts, we develop blisters, and we bleed. There is an urgency to this integration of information, this awakening. It reveals our lives within a situational context, one that we can intentionally change if we cooperate by means of a commonly standardized system for the direction, orientation, and execution of our lives. We can resolve a best type of society for all humans by accounting for the needs of all humans, given an account of all resources and processes/technology. We can define a healthy and vibrant living system. This can be defined, a healthy and flourishing human society, and realize it in our lifetime. We can start to define a healthy living system as something that facilitates integration and fulfillment inside of us, between us, and within the surrounding ecological world. There are people all around the world waiting for a new way to live. The kindness and compassion and sharing that integration creates are the natural way for us to live together, in part, by transparently sharing information relevant to our human fulfillment. If you want to start designing and engineering something, society, whatever, the first thing that needs to be known is that there is a possible knowledge gap. Questions about the knowledge gap ought to address gaps in the current state of knowledge so that better and more data can be provided for decisioning and engineering. We can rationally point to why there is some gap in our knowledge, something that we don't know, something that is highly relevant and is important to know. And if we knew it, we would cooperatively create a better world for ourselves and all others. And the Auravana standards have begun, societal system standards, have begun to complete the knowledge gap for the engineering of a community type society, a type of society with a resource-based economy. When we are dealing with food, shelter, energy, medical care, water, etc., we are dealing with our survival. And when we are dealing with our survival, we are dealing with the basic fundamental needs and behavioral patterns of our organism, and hence a motive for well-being, but also the potential for behavioral pathologies, behaviors that hurt others essentially, under conditions of scarcity and social competition for survival. If we don't account and design for our survival and well-being together, then we will likely suffer in a state of conflict and fundamental insufficiency, continuously lacking fulfillment. The effective and efficient application of present-day technology and information systems could allow for the fulfillment of the global needs for life, technology, and exploration of all human life on Earth, while improving that beneficial part we can play in positively oriented ecological regeneration and stability. We all desire well-being. We can coordinate our well-being together.